What is up, people of YouTube? Oh! Settings, timer, max 8. All right, let's get it started.
BingePipe may not be your traditional streaming service, but we're definitely streaming service adjacent. The roguish outsider that doesn't play by the rules. The undisciplined bad boy that maybe, just maybe, you can change.
I had a great time on our date tonight.
You want to come inside and watch something?
I know what that means.
I've got BingePipe.
The only streaming service better than casual sex?
The very same.
You're not ready for all this new BingePipe content, but check out these shows anyway, you risk taker.
Hello, I'm Austin Creed. Don't miss my new show, Hat Chat, right here on BingePipe. I travel all around the world, meeting people with incredible stories and talking about hats. Here's a clip.
When we adopted a tiger, we knew life would never be the same.
A lot of folks, my family, her family, tried to talk us out of it, but we took one look at him and said, he's coming home with us.
Right. And would you mind telling me a bit about the hat?
Wait for one more.
Hat?
Over there, next to the tiger.
Oh, that's just an old straw hat. I think it was my grandfather's.
Looks like a boater hat.
I guess.
Remarkable. That's next week on Hat Chat, only on BingePipe.
Coming soon. A new blockbuster film by BingePipe.
We've got 4 hours before the time portal closes.
Then there's just enough time to solve the riddle.
A completely original film. We made this.
The dinosaurs are loose.
And they can fly!
It certainly wasn't made for cinematic release. Tested poorly, and now they're looking for somewhere to dump it.
The lava, it's intelligent.
Maybe I can help.
King George III!
This is something we wanted to do.
Then let me say it, in rap. Drop the beat, King George.
Coming soon. Obligation.
All of our BingePipe testimonials come from real people.
Come on, call it.
Not actors. Actors are not real people.
I tell you though, kids are a lot different these days. Just this morning, I was on the bus, and I heard a young person talking about how they were having trouble building a deck. So naturally, I chimed in with some carpenter advice, but it turns out they were talking about making a dang PowerPoint presentation. I mean, was the world lost its gosh darn mind? I romanticize the past, even though I shouldn't.
I'm Blake.
And I'm Chad.
And we're the Internet Brothers.
Watch us pull some sick stunts.
I went to a grocery store dressed like a dinosaur.
And figure out how to monetize our growing Instagram following.
What are the tax
Testing.
implications?
That's Blake and Chad. The Internet
Internet Brothers! We bought a dinosaur costume.
Just making sure my mic works.
This
Who we
is
got?
taking
Who we got?
longer than expected. Just kidding. We prepare for everything. Everything.
Is that you calling? You in, man? QVSH. Let's get it. Yeah. I'm checking on YouTube.
There was nothing for me. Now I see everything. And
Nope.
it's too much.
Okay,
I
everyone,
know too much.
who else
Why
is
are
gonna
there so
start
many?
is gonna be on the audience.
Binge Pipe thought it would be a funny prank to bring back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. We don't love the name either.
Hey, I'm Cookie. I ask the questions, you press the buttons. Are you sure we're not playing poker? Because I see a pair of jokers. Yeah, we had some fun here. All right, here we go. Time for question one. Let's start with a hot cup of gold. I miss the World Cup. It's a time
If you're just
when a
tuning in
divided
now, join
world
the
can
audience
come together with the
with the
unified
Jackbox
goal
TV
of getting
code
very,
QVSH.
very drunk.
You can still play.
Which drink order best represents the country that has won the most men's World Cups? 3 cups of English tea, 4 cups of piping cold Spanish gazpacho soup, 5 cups of Brazilian caipirinha, or 10 cups of German Pilsner? Let's see who got it. If I knew more about the actual sport, I could probably say something pretty funny here. As of 2018, Brazil has won 5 World Cups, more than any other team in the world. That's nothing really. There's been over 50 Super Bowls, and America has won every single one. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Take a good look at allegedly delicious. No one can get you out of a jam like a lawyer, especially in a foreign country. If you want to toast
join
your
the
Spanish
audience,
lawyer,
bro.
what are you ordering? Avocado toast, abogado toast, arigato toast, or a pagoda toast?
Arigato.
Hope you like what you picked. Abogado is Spanish for lawyer, so that's what you'll be ordering. Toast is not actually Spanish for toast. Tiny spreadable lawyer not included. Any lawyer present may not be green. Trying to put a lawyer onto toasted bread may result in civil liabilities and up to 98 years in prison.
Why don't we do it for free?
Let's try barking orders. And what do you know? It's time for this or that. I'm gonna read off 7
Yeah,
things.
so you
and
can't.
for each
You have
one,
to
I want
play.
to
You
tell
can't
me if
watch
it's
on your phone.
a
You obviously
dog
have to
breed
like
according to the
watch the live
American
stream
Kennel Club,
on an
or
iPad or on a
military
computer
rank in the
or off a
Soviet
gaming
Union.
system, and then
Don't think too
you know how to
hard.
do
I'm only
Jackbox.
giving you a
Just
few
put in the code in the
seconds to
corner.
decide
So
between
Jackbox.tv
a
and then
dog breed
QVSH.
or a Soviet military rank. And you're both doing this together, so
Unless you
look
want,
alive.
I mean,
Ready?
that would be kind of lame to
Good.
just be in the comments.
Commodore. Popcorn.
Dude.
Kubas.
Join the audience, man. Don't be lame and be in the comments.
Cumbrig. Commandarm.
Okay. I'll restart so you can play.
The Binge Pipe menu screen is now trending.
Y'all ready for this?
Binge Pipe has been
Teaser.
called many things. A revolutionary entertainment medium, a joke streaming service for a video game, a hip new cult.
Join in,
but the
join
one
in.
thing we've never been called is not Binge Pipe. Because we are Binge Pipe.
I'm a mom.
I'm a millennial. I'm really into movies where people eat takeout food. I don't even care what the movie's about. I just feel good when I watch those scenes.
We are Binge Pipe!
Is it possible
I'm
to
gonna give
have
you
too
one more
much
minute, man.
content? These new Binge Pipe programs say no.
Bears versus more bears. We hired too many bears and not enough other types of animals.
And worse not, sir. Those giant snakes are heading towards Earth.
Jessica, I know I'm from the future, but I love you.
Hey guys, what's up? So if you saw my last vid, then you know I took a photo of myself every day for a year. Thanks for all the positive feedback. It was a really fun project, and I learned something about myself while doing it. It turns out I'm an...
Binge Pipe can't cancel the checks, so here's You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, kid tested, negligent stepdad approved.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I once lost my front row of teeth trying to dive into a pile of money like Uncle Scrooge. 2 players. When this is over, one of you will be the winner, and the other will be blaming your phone for being weird.
That happened last round.
Okay, here we are.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, Degrassi, the previous generation. If Draconian leader Drake the Rapper ruled over us, it would mean we started at the bottom and now we're here to work without oversight. We're heathens living in a theocracy. We're heavily punished for minor offenses, or we're hereafter known by our class titles. And how'd we do? Draconian laws, named for the first Grecian legislator, emphasize severity and authoritarianism. People arrested in this system aren't even allowed one hotline bling.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
It's time for Dear Postmates, Pulls Sund Me Fud. I'm trying to order a falafel from a Mediterranean restaurant with my phone, but it keeps coming up as no search results. Autocorrect is busted on my phone, and I don't know how to spell any of these words. Which of these searches is typo-free? Mediterranean restaurant falafel, Mediterranean restaurant falafel, Mediterranean restaurant falafel, or Mediterranean restaurant falafel? What'd you guys pick? And search. 20 results found. All right. While I'm ordering stuff I'm gonna need tonight, I should figure out how to spell diarrhea relief medicine.
Why don't we do it with free?
I call this one The Man in the High Castle Doing Renovations, and it's time for this or that. I'm gonna read you 7 things, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's the name of an Amazon original program, a tool brand, or both. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between an Amazon show or a tool brand, or both. And you're both doing this together, so focus up. Ready? Let's go. Hand of God. Master Palm. Bosch. Viking. sad trombone sound. But player one, you failed in ways numbers can't truly explain.
Actions have been taken to ensure you have a better playing experience.
Looks like it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Using the screw makes it hard.
Well, then let's get on with it.
Use them wisely. Or don't. You do you.
I don't need you anymore.
Up next, fixer uppers and downers. If my cable package doesn't include HGTV, but does have a channel called HGTV, what show will I most likely see? Mercury Brothers, Love It or Let It, Hydrogen Hunters, or Flip or Fluorine? Look sharp. You got the pointy end of the screw, player two. Remember, good things come in small packages. Okay, what'd you pick? Well, I've seen worse. Sucks to be you. Y'all ready for this? HG is the symbol for Mercury. Mercury Brothers sounds like a terrible show. I'll still watch every episode. Nice screw job, player one. Here's your extra cash. Feast your eyes upon this. Consider your beer held. Help me finish this tweet. Me. It would be really gross if there was a liquor flavored with wormwood. Sweden. Hold my Drambuie. Hold my mead. Hold my Malort. Or hold my Raki. So who got it? Dreadful choice. Totally wrong. Malort is a bitter liquor made from wormwood. You can keep holding my Malort. I don't think I want it back. That's it for round one. Let's see which of you is my favorite.
Currently, player two is in the lead. Player one, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. Your performance has triggered the need for another screw.
And don't forget, round two screws screw even harder. And you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. Better get those answers in fast, player two, before you get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round two?
Now that's good game design.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's called Sparkling Urine. About how many 12-ounce cans of LaCroix could my bladder hold at once? 1.7 cans of Pamplemousse, 4 cans of Cran Raspberry, 5.5 cans of Muir Pepino, or 8.2 cans of Pure? Okay, who chose what? This one's not your specialty. Bad job. And here's where the money is. The capacity of an adult bladder is about 600 milliliters, or 20.2 ounces, or 1.7 cans of delicious, delicious LaCroix. That explains why I'm peeing 47 times a day.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
Behold, he does not skip wing day. And uh-oh, chest strut fits lime floor.
It's time for a
Get those typing fingers ready, because the longer you take, the less money you make. Okay, head in the game. Check out this gibberish phrase and tell me what movie title it rhymes with. We pick the swole bee. And don't get hung up on that punctuation. I'm talking about myself. And I'm no good. impulsive guy. You're gonna kick yourself. Alright, let's move on.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Here's one for you. Felicia, Day of Atonement. Which memoir is by Felicia? Sorry, why did I read it that way? Okay, let's try that again. Which memoir is by Felicia? I did it again. But which one is, by Felicia? Wild, You're Never Weird on the Internet, almost. I Feel Bad About My Neck, or I Am Malala. Okay, let's take a look. Close-ish. Here's what you meant to pick. You're Never Weird on the Internet, almost, is the title of the memoir by New York Times bestselling author Felicia Day. And I'll read anything. Bye, Felicia. Damn it! Next. Type equals squiggly bracket music, comma, current squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
Binge Pipe needs your help, and I'm contractually bound to not get in their way.
Here's some of the exciting data we need your help with. Best seats at Toronto Raptors game. Boy name meanings, Aubrey. Find who used to call me on my cell phone. Whose search history have we acquired? Jay-Z, Drake, 50 Cent, or Future.
So what'd you pick? Drake can often be seen on the sidelines of Toronto Raptors games, is named Aubrey Drake Graham, and wrote Hotline Bling. Here's one I like to call Booty Pebbles. Hey, what's in your butt? The occipital muscle, the piriformis muscle, the teres major muscle, or the zygomatic muscle? Who picked what? I hope it's not your birthday. Remember this moment. The piriformis muscle is located deep in the buttocks. How deep? About as deep as that Admiral Akbar action figure you accidentally sat on in middle school. It's time for the attack. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. You're a monster. Not to put a label on it, but we're putting monster labels on it. Good luck. Player one takes it! Excellent job, Player One. You not only won this game, but you've won the thanks of a grateful nation, which is especially impressive considering...
You don't know Jack!
I've made a lot of money in my...
Binge Pipe. We find what you don't want to watch and then change the cover image. So hopefully that will fool you? Binge Pipe not only gives you quality content, we provide menu screens to reach that content. Welcome to Binge Pipe, a streaming platform that is more a state of mind than a reliably working service that responds the way a paying customer expects it to.
I'm insufferable.
I'm just some dude that still has his old roommate's password.
I'm gonna live forever.
We are Binge Pipe!
Binge Pipe content is like glitter. You'll never be rid of it. Here's more.
First, we made a show about cows. Then, we made a show for cows. Now, a show about cows? For cows? No way. You don't deserve it.
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree.
I've just fallen down the stairs, but I feel great.
And the final rose goes to... Wait, does everyone already have a rose?
Sarah brought one from...
Binge Pipe's menu screen offers everything you need to start a trivia game. Binge Pipe is the only streaming service to determine that people really needed to hear a voice talking to them all the time when they first interacted with the user interface. And we refuse to course correct on that decision.
I'm a single parent.
I'm a bit of a scamp.
I'm just your average consumer.
We are Binge Pipe!
There is no bottom to Binge Pipe's content pit. Here's something else to fall for. Binge Pipe is frankly shocked to be bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. We paid a creative firm $2 million for this name.
Hello, I'm Cookie Masterson, and as a child I was bitten by a radioactive trivia host. Then my uncle died, so I have to do this. You know what they say, two's company, three's company, plus Cookie Masterson. Hang on tight, we're in for a ride.
Time for question 1.
To get started, the 100-Acre Purge. The animals of the 100-acre wood turn feral and adopt the diets of their real-world counterparts. Which grisly scenario is most likely? Pooh mauls owl, Tigger feasts on piglet, Kanga consumes rue, or owl disembowels Eeyore? I love this part. As dedicated carnivores, tigers are only too happy to chow down on pig. Even ones in little striped jumpsuits that clearly suffer from chronic anxiety.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Try this on for size. A train question, but not about the band. Say Thomas the Tank Engine is chugging along at work one day when suddenly someone is murdered inside him. What would the film based on these events be titled? Murder on the Adventure Bay Express? Murder on the Townsville Express? Murder on the Island of Sodor Express? Or Murder on the Neighborhood of Make Believe Express? Let's see how that shook out. You got it. You got the wrong answer.
Uh-oh.
I really wanted you to pick this one. Thomas the Tank Engine lives and works on the island of Sodor. The twist is that the passenger actually died of a heart attack after realizing he was on an island of sentient talking trains. That would certainly freak me out.
Why don't we do it with Creed?
Take a good look at synchronized siblings. And let's do a mic check because it's time for Dis or Dat. I'm going to read off 7 movies or TV shows with brother in the title. And for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a story where the brothers form a band or musical act, or the brothers do not form a band. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a bro band movie or a no band movie. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. All set? Here we go. The Naked Brothers Band. Band of Brothers. Blues Brothers. Oh brother, where art thou? Property Brothers. The Brothers Bloom. Step Brothers. You barely rose above my expectations. Now let's keep going.
I don't need you anymore.
Here we have a few bricks shy of a full set. Suppose Danish company Lego wanted their next Lego movie to be set close to home, in Denmark. Which classic character would we watch go to pieces? Lego Frankenstein, Lego Captain Ahab, Lego Hamlet, or Lego Gregor Samsa? So who got it? This answer blows. Your inability to recognize reality is almost Kafkaesque. Next time, try this. Both Prince Hamlet and Legos are Danish. Sure, having to kill the uncle that murdered your father is tough, but stepping on a Lego with bare feet, that's the real tragedy. Here's one for you. You're so Bane, you probably think this question's about you. If Bane from The Dark Knight Rises hooks his signature mask up to a CPAP machine, what would he say before turning it on?
Vape life, Batman. It's for my sleep apnea. Time for a little aromatherapy. Or stupid polio.
Okay, let's take a look. A CPAP machine provides airflow for people who suffer from sleep apnea. I don't mind admitting I use one, and it allowed me to sleep soundly through most of The Dark Knight Rises. That's the end of round one. Time to count your chips while sitting at the table.
Currently, these players are tied for the lead.
Just like the tea leaves predicted. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round two.
You're doing so well, Cookie.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Coming up next, ye old diners, drive-ins, and dives. If Guy Fieri uses the traditional English definition of town, what must his flavor town include? A flavor fountain, a flavor market, a flavor cathedral, or a flavor jail? What'd you guys pick? Let's put this one on the flip-flop. That means this is wrong, I think. A town, according to traditional English standards, is a village with a fair or market. I thought an English town, by definition, had to have a little old lady solving local mysteries.
Hey, question!
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a question made with love or a question made with spite? Contribute your percentage of the choice now. We have a tie. We'll pick one ourselves and ignore this chilling failure of the democratic process.
Las payeurs se moquent de moi. 7.
And now, a question made with love. Which of these is not a real lyric from the 1965 Nat King Cole hit? L is for the way you look at me, O is for the only one I see, V is very, very extraordinary, or E is even more than any love I've had before. Okay, what'd you pick? You will call the right answer by its name. The correct lyric is even more than anyone that you adore. And if you want multiple loves, you'll have to add S for settlement.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
There is no hiding from, I'd like to formally apologize for what we're about to do here. Who's about to blow their load? Someone setting dynamite next to their house foundation? Someone setting dynamite next to their ore deposit? Someone setting dynamite next to their lower legs? Or someone next to their car exhaust? So what'd you pick? A load is an ore deposit. Honestly, whatever you do with your ore deposits is none of my business. Feast your eyes upon this. Type equals squiggly bracket writer, comma, archaic squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe acquired a ton of private user data, and now they need a little help making sense of it.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah,
Wanted, lyre accompanist for poetry. Wanted, activities for exile. Wanted, ladies for sex. Whose search history have we acquired? Aristotle, Rupi Kaur, Sappho, or Robert Frost?
Hope you like what you picked. Yeah, you're gonna kick yourself.
Sappho is a lyric poet from ancient Greece who was exiled to Sicily. Her reputation with women on her home island of Lesbos led to the creation of the term lesbian.
Well, hold on. How do you spell that again? S-A-P-P-H-O. Okay, I'm just gonna bookmark that for later.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Why not try flip the script? Brace yourself, we're gonna do this one back to front. Before and after. What NBC drama uses non-chronological storytelling? What Lady Gaga song has secret backwards messages? What is Stephen Hawking's book on time paradoxes? Or what is one of Jeopardy's most popular categories? And how do we do? If time is cyclical, you'll have another chance. Between 1984 and 2012, the Jeopardy category before and after was used 547 times, beating out science, literature, and potpourri. We apologize for that temporal turbulence. You may now put your brain back in the upright position. Welcome to the... Well, excuse me for living. Here's your clue. It's a numbers game. I hope you know your number titles. Good luck. Player One's got it! Nice work, Player One. You will henceforth be known as winner, and your competition will forever hear whispers saying, "You don't know Jack!"
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Hi, I'm JC, and I'm responsible for the before and after.
Some critics say Binge Pipe. A Binge Pipe main menu screen offers a little something for everyone. While other streaming services are satisfied with just providing quality content, Binge Pipe is never satisfied. We have an insatiable hunger for content that haunts our every waking hour. Please, enjoy this game, because we have forgotten how to enjoy anything. Binge Pipe is going maverick and bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. No one can stand in our way.
Hi, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm pleased to announce the winner of the 65th Annual Plainfield City of Commerce raffle is... Hey, get that drummer boy out of here! Darn drummer boys will be the death of me. Hey, don't worry, Player 2. I won't tell Player 1 about the secret cheat code you just entered. So let's get to it.
Time for question 1.
Kicking things off, the dessert that dare not speak its name. It's true that we can't have our cake and eat it too, but let's say you wanted to eat your cake, then have it later. You have your reasons, okay? I'm no one to judge. In progression, how will your cake change its name before you can have it back? Cake bolus chyme poo, cake troche bile poo, cake amylase lipid poo, or cake glomblum cecum poo? Who picked what? Honest mistake. Want a hot tip on a right answer? After food is chewed, it's known as bolus, then in the stomach it becomes chyme, before legally changing its name to poo. And the best part is, it's all yours. You can have it.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Next up, dead men seem to keep telling tales. The power of film to depict the majesty of the human condition or move us to laughter and tears really is remarkable. Anyway, what happened in Pirates of the Caribbean 5? Something with the Fountain of Youth? Something with a trident? Something with Atlantis? Or something with an undead shark? Okay, who chose what? Maybe? Honestly, I have no idea, but let's say no. Well, it's come to this. In Pirates of the Caribbean 5, everyone is after the Trident of Poseidon or something, maybe. I heard Pirate 6 is a search for what's left of Johnny Depp's career.
Why don't we do it for free?
Next, just one more, and I hope you're not driving because it's a dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a drink that contains scotch or a movie that contains Sean Connery. Answer quick. You'll only have a few seconds to choose between a scotch cocktail or Sean Connery. And you're both doing this together, so look alive. Ready? Good. Rob Roy. The Godfather. one. Blood and sand. Four horsemen. Hey, let's hear it for lucky guesses. Moving right along.
I don't need you anymore.
Coming up, metalheads, shoulders, knees, and toes. If Metallica recorded a song about the most abundant metallic element in the human body, what would it be called? Enter sodium, master of potassium, the magnesium remains, or the calcium of Cthulhu. I love this part. Hey, F for effort. Will the correct answer please rise? Calcium is the most abundant metallic element in the human body, most of it found in bones and teeth. It's time for the mythological Becky. You know Becky, right? With the good hair, the bad guy from Beyonce's Lemonade album? Well, if Beyonce wrote a song about Becky with the Gorgon hair, what type of hair would Becky have? Hair made of blue flames, hair made of solid stone, hair spun from solid gold, or hair made of snakes?
This menu screen is a Binge Pipe exclusive. Welcome to Binge Pipe. If you're looking for that one program you wanted to watch, it's no longer here.
With my old streaming service, I could never get a hold of a customer service representative. Now that I'm a Binge Pipe customer, they never leave me alone. The second I have a problem, they're there to explain why it isn't a problem and why I should be more grateful for their ever-seeing eye.
The second my Binge Pipe router went out, a service team...
Binge Pipe, much to the chagrin of its board of directors, presents You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, we're the vape pen of the TV streaming service world.
Hello, I'm Cookie Masterson, and just like this game, I've been aged to perfection. The nice thing about having two players, if there's a tie, winner will be decided via fencing match. Okay, here's looking at you.
Time for question one.
First question. Eloquence is a thing. Who has the largest vocabulary? Pikachu, Groot, the Raven, or Roadrunner? Let's see who got it. Nevermore should you pick this answer. Pikachu can only say its name. Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven only says nevermore. Roadrunner says meep meep. But Groot can speak a whopping 3 words. I am Groot. And yes, I know Groot also says we are Groot at some point. So that's 2 more words. Groot can say 5 words. Are you happy? Don't at me.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Up next, geologists date rocks. How much older are the oldest rocks in the ocean than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson? 65 million years minus however old Dwayne is, 260 million years minus however old Dwayne is, 840 million years minus however old Dwayne is, or 1.2 billion years. So what'd you pick? Actually, I can smell what you were cooking, but it's wrong. The oldest oceanic crust is about 250 million years old. I think Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson dates back to like the 1970s, but it's so hard to tell.
Why don't we do it for free?
Let's try. People of Earth, prepare to be disrupted. And insert an evil laugh because it's time for Dis or Dat. I'm going to read you 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a tech project spearheaded by Elon Musk, you know, the Tesla guy, or an invention of comic book supervillain Dr. Doom. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between Elon Musk or Dr. Doom. And you're both doing this together, so focus up. Here it comes. Hyperloop. SpaceX. Time platform. Neuralink. Metrophone. City. The Bogarts. You really excel in the middle lane, but player 2, tough one. You failed to live up to my already very low expectations.
Dissatisfaction has been noted.
Sounds like it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Screwing during a question makes life a little tougher for your opponent in a variety of enjoyable ways. And you'll receive a monetary bonus if they answer incorrectly.
Great, thanks.
What a mutually satisfying solution.
I don't need you anymore.
This one's known as Wine Not. What would a somnambulistic sommelier say? I suggest wines on a tightrope. I suggest wines in my sleep. I suggest wines in an active volcanic crater. Or I suggest wines in a deep, low voice. Okay, who chose what? Need a hug? Somnambulism is a technical term for sleepwalking. It's also called noctambulism. It's also called the reason I wasn't allowed to have sleepovers. How about this one? The Geriatric Avenger. The secret to box office millions is letting a 95-year-old comic book writer wander through your film. If there were an Etsy store called Stan Lee Cameos, what would it sell? Stan Lee's profile engraved on necklace pendants, Stan Lee's silver hair intertwined on cross-stitch pillows, Stan Lee's fingerprints on decorative clothing pins, or soy candles that smell like Stan Lee. Who picked what? When you engrave an image into a material and wear it as jewelry, it's known as a cameo. Say goodbye to round 1. Remember, these numbers also serve as your personality rankings.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, I want to help you. Please let me in. We have another screw to help our targeted numbers.
And remember, round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So do not be afraid to use that thing. Player 2, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that.
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
I call this one Pits Boss. If Old Spice came out with a deodorant with an Elon Musk, what would it smell like? Freshly, well, what do you know? You got hit by a screw, player 2. How's your hand-eye coordination? Well, we'll see. Let's see how that shook out. Someone made an app of themselves. And look, I'm not proud of that joke, but we have a lot of game to fill here. Elon Musk is the CEO of Tesla Motor Company. And I, for one, welcome driverless cars because it's in cars that I'm most commonly subjected to other people's body odor. That screw is a good move, player 1. This is your cash now.
Mes collègues sont des crétins. 7.
This one's called Tiny Handkerchief. And oh yeah, French Cutlets Prime Tour.
It's time for a...
Think fast on this one. The longer you take, the less cash you make. Okay, get ready. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what famous movie quote it rhymes with. Hey, a horse flea tissue. And don't let that punctuation fool you. side are you on? The dark or the light? Man, these space fights are intense. Let's take a look. Player 2. Yep, that's what I was going for. At least one of you got it. Okay, let's move along.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Oh, here's a good one. Is auto-tune still a thing? God, I hope so. I brought out the auto-tune for this segment I call Tuna Rumors. Tell me which Atlantic bluefin tuna rumor is true. I heard if they stop swimming, they die. I heard they are cold-blooded. I heard the biggest one was 200 pounds. Or I heard they are vegetarians. So watch out. You just got screwed, player 1. Time to get social. Hope you like what you picked. Farewell, Felicia. Curious? Here it is. Tuna need water moving over their gills to breathe, so if they stop moving, they will suffocate. It's okay to dish on fish when the tuna rumors are true. Yeah, that screw is a good move, player 2. Here's that cash. Here's one I like to call type equals squiggly bracket male comma Hollywood squiggly bracket.
Except all cookies don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
BingePipe has some raw data they can't seem to authenticate on their own.
Here's the data we have to work with. Untagging Robert Shapiro photos. Selling T-Bird jacket. Idina Menzel pronunciation. Whose search history have we acquired? Bruce Willis, Charlie Sheen, Jeff Bridges, or John Travolta? And how'd we do? Any last words? Too late. John Travolta played Robert Shapiro in The People vs. O.J. Simpson, a member of the T-Birds in Greece, and couldn't quite seem to correctly pronounce Idina Menzel. I'm surprised you didn't find anything more salacious in his search history. BingePipe Legal advised us to not go there.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
This one's known as My Gal Pal Gal. So I watched Wonder Woman again the other day, and it got me thinking. If Waiting for Gal Gadot had the same conclusion as Waiting for Godot, what would happen? She'd show up and kill me, she'd show up in a different body, she'd show up a decade late, or she'd stand me up. Okay, let's take a look. Gal Gadot. Correct answer, reveal yourself. In Samuel Beckett's play Waiting for Godot, the two main characters, Vladimir and Estragon, spend the entire duration waiting for the eponymous character, but he never shows up. Samuel Beckett used to drive child Andre the Giant to school. Yeah, there's no joke there. I just can't imagine a weirder scenario. It's time for the attack. When you see an answer that... Oh, I'm sorry, I was hosting the game. How stupid of me. Here's your clue. Homophone home. Hopefully you know what words sound just like other words. Good luck. Player one wins! Well done, Player one. Try to enjoy this fleeting moment of glory before you remember...
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe isn't like those jerks who won't present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, we love you as much as our lawyers say we can.
Hey, Cookie Masterson here, and everything I say is improvised. End of written intro. Uh-oh, double trouble. Just don't switch places or anything. I'm easily confused. Okay, let's see what lies ahead.
Time for question one.
First on the docket, the dead language of love. How would you sext if your keyboard only had letters from the Latin alphabet? You up? You up? You up? Or you up? I love this part.
Swing and a miss.
The Latin alphabet did not have the letter U. Instead, it used the letter V to represent it. There is no U in team, or in the Latin alphabet, or in this relationship.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
I call this one Family Game Fight. If Romeo and Juliet competed on the set of Family Feud, what team would Romeo be playing on? The York family, the Montague family, the Capulet family, or the Lancaster family? What'd you guys pick? Survey says... Survey says... Yes, Romeo was a Montague. A name? What's in a name? A rose by any other name would still get roasted by Steve Harvey.
Why don't we do it with free?
Try this on for size. I was enslaved by mad scientists, and judging by the movie sign, it's a dis or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 titles, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a B-movie spoofed by Mystery Science Theater 3000, or an erotic novel written by Whitney Fox. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between MST3K or an erotic novel. And you're both doing this together, so pay attention. Okay, let's do it. Conquered by Dragons. The Sinister Urge. The Touch of Satan. My Woolly Mammoth Boyfriend. I Was a Teenage Werewolf. Saber-toothed Lover. Millionaire Mummy Likes Booty. It would be really sad if you bragged about this, but player 2, you failed the best.
Binge Pipe would like to improve your player experience.
Great, we've been blessed by the presence of Binge Pipe.
Your lackluster score has earned you a screw.
Remember, screwing during a question makes life tougher for your opponent.
We care enough so you don't leave us.
Let's try, I'm so cool, Daddy-O. Okay, here's my attempt at using cool lingo. Which of these is totally lit? Literature. Which of these movies is also literature is what I'm asking. Sorry if that was confusing. Get Out, Baby Driver, John Wick, or Ready Player One? Okay, what'd you pick? Keanu, no. Ready Player One was a book before it was a movie. And before it was a book, it was the 1980s, which was a real decade that some of us lived through. It's time for my favorite instrument is the laptop. Based on elevation, which EDM DJ is making the highest beat drop? Diplo dropping the beat from the mesosphere, Marshmello dropping the beat from the stratosphere, Calvin Harris dropping the beat from the troposphere, or Zed dropping the beat from the thermosphere? So who got it? You miss all the shots you don't take, and this one. Is what you had in mind? The thermosphere is 50 to 440 miles above the Earth. The only higher layer of the atmosphere is the exosphere. Might want to sit this one out. I can't imagine a beat dropping from that high would end well. Round 1 is history. Numbers, numbers. Show me numbers.
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're doing the bad thing. The data we have acquired demonstrates a need for an additional screw.
And keep in mind, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. Player 1, I'd answer fast if I were you, unless you're looking to get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
You can take that to the bank.
6 trombones is not a parade.
This one's called writer porn. Which writing pad is barely legal? One with a margin that's barely 0.75 inches, one with a margin that's barely 1.25 inches, one with a margin that's barely 1.75 inches, or one... So what'd you pick? Pervert. The only requirement for a writing pad to be a legal writing pad is that the margin must be 1.25 inches.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement légèrement amusant. 7.
There is no hiding from... Si, senor. You know how Aquaman's superpower is being able to talk to fish? Even Jason Momoa probably has a hard time making that seem cool. When would Aquaman not be able to be saved by sea creatures? While getting beat up in the Cosmonaut Sea? While getting beat up in the Sea of Hebrides? While getting beat up in the Sea of Sardinia? Okay, who chose what? That was a belly flop. The Sea of Tranquility is on the moon, so there wouldn't be any fish or plankton or shrimp to help Aquaman out. Look, Aquaman probably wouldn't get picked on so much if he didn't go swimming in a shirt.
Hey, question.
At Binge Pipe, we value your needs. Would you like an easy question or a hard question? Use your device to select your preference. It's a good thing we recorded this audio in case of a tie. Binge Pipe will select the slightly better option.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Introducing an easy question. Which rapper was part of the group NWA? Eazy-E, 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 or Eazy-E? Hope you like what you picked. Easy come, easy go. Eric Lynn Wright, the godfather of gangster rap, performed with NWA under the stage name Eazy-E. Feast your eyes upon this. Ready Player One. I keep hearing modern games give players the option to reskin the characters. If I do this naturally by letting my skin cells die, how long will it take me to reskin myself? About 1 month, about 2 months, about 3 months, or about 6 months? Well, well. Screw is coming, Player One. Maybe it's time to rebrand. And how do we do? This is gonna hurt. I thought it was obvious it was this one. It takes about 1 month for new skin cells to reach the surface. Otherwise known as the amount of time I spent playing the Zelda Water Temple. Nice screwing, Player 2. Spend this wisely. Oh, and I see we have a name change. I'd call that an improvement. Why not try type equals squiggly bracket history, comma, male, squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
So, Binge Pipe needs help categorizing some of the data it's obtained through totally legal means.
That's correct. Here's what we have. Treatment for being poisoned. Treatment for being stabbed. Treatment for being shot and drowned. Whose search history have we acquired? Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, Nostradamus, or Grigory Rasputin?
Okay, what'd you pick? Oh, hindsight. Nobody picks that one. This one escaped you. Grigory Rasputin was the Russian mystic and advisor to the Tsar who, according to legend, was very hard to kill. Although as you get older, all that poisoning, stabbing, drowning, and bullets to the head and body, like it or not, it starts to catch up with you. You made it. Well, don't mind me then. Here's your clue. Saying the right thing in any language. Try not to embarrass yourself multilingually. Good luck. beast wins! Nicely done, player one. How does it feel to win? Is it like diving into a pool of pudding and eating your way out? No, not like that. Okay, just asking.
You don't know Jack!
Binge Pipe welcomes you to a world of menu screens. Binge Pipe's menu screen. There are traditional streaming services, and then there's Binge Pipe. What's the difference? How is Binge Pipe superior? Is Binge Pipe even a real streaming service? Why so many questions? Is it hot in here? What's that over there?
Hello, viewer. Feel free to join our... Are you JJ? Dude, okay, this is gonna be fun. Alright, JJ. Have fun, man.
I'm that guy at work who won't stop quoting Caddyshack.
I'm Mark Twain, and this is Jurassic Park.
We are Binge Pipe!
Binge Pipe, much to the chagrin of its board of directors, presents You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, the streaming service that watches you back.
Hello, I'm Cookie Masterson, and I'm not here to replace your dad. I'm just here to read some trivia questions. Okay, buddy? Looks like a good group. Be careful not to have too much fun, or you might coalesce into a makeshift family that's really there for each other in times of trouble. Okay, let's see what happens.
Time for question one.
To get things rolling, naming names. If I asked the star of the film Call Me By Your Name to call me by his name, what would I say? Call me Jordan, call me Army, call me Chadwick, or call me Channing? Okay, let's take a look. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. Want to see the right answer? Armie Hammer is one of the main stars of Call Me By Your Name. When someone calls me Mr. Masterson, I say, please, Mr. Masterson was my father's name. Call me by your father's name. It gets really weird really quick.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Oh, here's a good one. Dying to get in. The worst part about being immortal is that timeshare presentations go on forever. What would be the most common visitor review of the Hotel Transylvania if it also happened to be the most common blood type in the world? A positive. Feel like I died and went to Hampton. A negative. Great, but hall's blocked by spooky twins. B negative. The staff kept ghosting me. Or O positive. Confused by the rating system. Let's see how that shook out. Well over 1/3 of the population has O-positive blood, making it the most common on the planet.
Why don't we do it for free?
Here we have Think in Bio, and I'm tagging you because it's time for Dis or Dat. I'm gonna read 7 names, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a dog on Instagram that has over 100,000 followers, or a Nobel Prize winner in physics. Answer quick, you'll only have a few seconds to choose between an Instagram dog or a Nobel laureate. And you're all doing this together, so look alive. Okay, let's do it. Aloysius Van Winkle. Digby Van Winkle. Neville Francis Mott, Neville Jacobs, Maddie Humphrey, Polycarp Kush, Wolfgang Pauli, it's like a human pyramid of failure, but you geniuses, you really boned up that dis or dat.
Binge Pipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
Haha, that's correct, Binge Pipe employee Cookie Masterson. Screwing during a question.
Guess you need to be somewhere, is that it? Okay.
At Binge Pipe, we just want you to be reasonably happy.
I don't need you anymore.
It's time for The Plot Thickens when exposed to certain temperatures. Ugh, bodies of flowing liquids are just so mainstreams. I wish they would let more non-Newtonian fluids play a titular part in movies. Like in my favorite film, The Shape of Water, Lorenzo's Oil, Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, or Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Hope you like what you picked. I am Groot. Honey is the only fluid on this list that doesn't have a constant viscosity, making it the only non-Newtonian. Maybe honey doesn't have constant viscosity, but it has constant deliciosity. Science. Feast your eyes upon this. Treble maker. While ascending the chromatic scale, which creepy note does G always find following right behind him? The loathsome H, the eerie F sharp, the harrowing A, or the bone-chilling B flat? Okay, who chose what? The note G is directly preceded by an F sharp. F's also haunted me throughout my academic career. That's it for round one. Let's see which of you is my favorite.
Currently, player 2 is in the lead. Player 1, on the other hand, you're making everyone feel bad. Looks like someone needs a little more help.
Round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer quick or you'll end up screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
Time and fun stops for no one.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Introducing the periodic table of Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is in everything. I mean, he's in everything. If in his next movie, Kevin Hart played the element that is most abundant in the universe, what would the trailer say? This holiday season, Kevin Hart is carbon. Oh, watch out. My friends, player 2 has unleashed the screw. Let me get rid of those pesky vowels. Let's see who got it.
Oh, hey, Helium, what are you, crazy?
Sorry, just working on my Kevin Hart impression. I hate to lead you on. None of you got it. Hydrogen makes up about 75% of all matter in the universe. And Kevin Hart movies make up 75% of new releases. Expert screwing, player 2. Enjoy your cash.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
There is no hiding from Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's monster.
Known to eat flowers. Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein? Brace yourself. Player 1 decided to screw. This question just got some added security. Okay, what'd you pick? I hate to spoil the surprise, but nobody got it. Queen Elizabeth I's favorite snack was violet flowers that had been candied. That screw was a good move, player 1. Have some cash.
Hey, question.
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a question where the answer rhymes with orange, or a question where the answer rhymes with purple? Pick an option on your device now. Here are the votes. We graciously accept your choice.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Up next, a question where the answer rhymes with orange. Which of these is the name of a real mountain in southeast Wales? Blorange, Glorange, Warrange, or McGlorange? I love this part. If you ever replay this question, don't pick that one. Why didn't you pick this? Blorange is a real place, and it really rhymes with orange. But if you visit, I wouldn't drink the Blorange juice. This one's called I Scream, You Scream, We All Scream Because Existence is Pain. What would be the best evidence that I fell into a shame spiral last night and ate half a gallon of Ben & Jerry's ice cream in the dark in my underwear? Hypothetically. 2 empty pints of pistachio, 4 empty pints of urban bourbon, 8 empty pints of spectacular Speckaloo's cookie core, or 16 empty pints of Keep Caramel and Cookie On. So what'd you pick? Oh, I wish they had that many pints available for sale at the gas station next to my apartment building. No, I'll get it. There are 8 pints in a gallon, which means 4 pints in half a gallon. So that's what's currently strewn on the floor next to the couch I've been sleeping on, hypothetically.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Why not try? If you hate people, every room can feel like an escape room. You ever done one of those escape rooms? You know, where you get locked in a room with people and you have to solve a bunch of puzzles to get out? And no, I'm not talking about high school. What's the most useful thing to scream while participating in an escape room that takes place in a tack room? Look under the doilies, check by the swords, feel inside the saddles, or fish around in the toilet. Who picked what? Look, whenever I see an answer choice as swords, I usually want it to be right, too. A tack room is attached to a horse stable and is used to store saddles. As opposed to the tact room, which is where you take the horses to have direct and sensitive conversations with them. It's time. Oh, I'll just shut my mouth then. Here's your clue. Warning. This film contains... Sometimes the regular movie warnings aren't enough. Good luck. One's got it! Wow, Player One. It's like you flew low to avoid radar? I don't know. Lucky your friends all entered into some kind of loser's pact. Well, I guess technically you can count this as a win. And here's another uncomfortable truth.
You don't know Jack!
God, this Chinese takeout place, this isn't a normal restaurant. Look at the roof. It used to be a Pizza Hut. It used to be a Pizza Hut!
Thank you. You know, people ask me all...
Binge Pipe expected a bit more gratitude for presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, where creative meets corporate.
Welcome to the game. I'm Cookie Masterson, and a quick warning, if you are pregnant, you technically count as 2 players, so divide scores accordingly. While we wait for the others to get here, I've been working on this monologue where I'm a sea captain who... Oh, you're all here? Never mind. So let's get to it.
Time for question 1.
To get things started, really light beer. Which of these intimidatingly hip beverages is the smallest batch beer? A microbrew, a millibrew, a picobrew, or a centibrew? So who got it? Pico denotes 1/1,000,000th, the smallest unit listed here. And so that's probably good, right? I don't know. Can I just get a club soda?
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Next, dated material. Okay, I'm not going to waste any time because we've got an extra special guest in the studio for this question. Let's play that question bumper.
Special guest.
Hey, it's great to be here.
It's Jimmy Fallon, host of The Tonight Show.
I'm a big fan of the game. This is so fun.
Take it away, Jimmy. This question is yours to host.
Okay. If I was a late-night talk show host on March 31st, 1889, what would be the opening joke of my monologue? The phonograph was invented today, truly a record-making achievement. This new theory of relativity is amazing. Maybe. President Grant was sworn in because he'll take any job that involves swearing. Or they opened the Eiffel Tower for those who visit Paris and want to get high.
What'd you guys pick?
Oh, please. Everyone knows the phonograph was invented in 1877.
The Eiffel Tower opened to the public in Paris, France on March 31st, 1889. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Jimmy.
I actually have a couple of anecdotes if you want to chat about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, we got to move on to the next question. Jimmy Fallon, everybody!
Why don't we do it with Creed?
How about this one? Mademoiselle Pac-Man. And you don't need a joystick to play this dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 fruits, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a flavor of LaCroix sparkling water, an item in Ms. Pac-Man, or both. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between LaCroix, Ms. Pac-Man, or both. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Ready? Good. Orange. Lemon. Banana. Mango. Cherry. The majority of you are just average, but you guys, you really dropped the ball.
Proactive measures have been enacted for customer fidelity.
Oh great, it's the voice lady.
Your lackluster score has earned you a screw.
You want to use that sucker on the other players to trip them up during a question.
We care enough so you don't leave us.
You're my question for forevermore. I love you. My question for.
Next up, an oldie but a goodie. Based on the average lifespan of cats, when should Garfield have died? 1982, 1988, 1993, or 2000? Look sharp. Player 2 dropped a screw on you guys. You don't mind reading the fine print, right? And how'd we do? Meow. Garfield was created in 1978, and house cats live an average of 15 years. And with a steady diet of too much lasagna and barely suppressed anger issues, Garfield doesn't seem likely to beat the odds. Take a good look at John Hamm on Rye. Imagine John Hamm got trapped inside the Bukowski book, Ham on Rye. Oh, fuck.
Yes, great premise.
Jimmy Fallon, you scared the shit out of me. You're still here? Why?
Well, can I do another question?
Special guest.
You know, we were really only set up for one question. Here, just... You can do this one.
Thanks. If one Jimmy Fallon is equal to 1 quart, how many Jimmy Fallons are in a gallon? 2 Fallons.
Oh, this'll be good. Player 1 just let loose a screw. You know what they say, go big or go home. Hope you like what you picked. There are 4 quarts in a gallon, making it a 4 Fallon gallon.
It's a little weird how I was talking about myself in third person in that question. I'm just saying.
Jimmy Fallon, everybody!
Just odd.
Round 1 is officially behind us. Let's see who deserves my love.
Currently, player 3 is in the lead. Player 2, on the other hand, you're highly valued, but your score is not. When the going gets tough, the tough gets another screw.
And remember, round 2 screws screw even harder, and you'll net more cash for each player that answers wrong. So don't forget to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
We're having fun.
6 trombones is not a parade.
And now, Timothy Chalamet, I Kiss You.
Do you mind if I mean, there's no chair, but I'll sit on the floor. I could sit in your chair, I guess.
No, you can't.
I just like it here. Is that so hard to believe?
Okay, you know, if you're gonna stay, you have to stay quiet.
Okay.
Just be quiet.
I will. I am now.
Good.
Say Oscar-nominated director Greta Gerwig.
Well, I love Greta Gerwig.
I know, you love everybody.
She's great.
Say Greta Gerwig made a sequel to Lady Bird.
I love it. She should. That's a good idea.
Yeah, it could happen.
It should happen.
Maybe it will. If the sequel were titled Man Bird, who would definitely not be cast?
Good question.
Stop interrupting.
Cooking.
Stop.
On fire, buddy.
What are you doing?
What are the choices?
A drake, a gander,
maybe,
a peahen,
please,
or a tearsel.
That was my first car.
Okay, let's take a look.
That's correct. A gander is a goose.
No, it's not. Jimmy, read the card.
Oh.
Ganders, drakes, and tearsels are all the male versions of common birds, but a peahen
is a female peacock.
That's right.
Seriously, you don't really need to hang around here.
Well, you know what they say, birds of a feather.
Get out of my office together.
Je trouve Jerry Lewis seulement légèrement amusant. 7.
Try this on for size. This question has no subtext. Which of these movies is about an annoying guest that just will not leave, no matter how many hints the host drops? The Man Who Came to Dinner, The Woman in White, well, what do you know? Player 2 has invoked the screw. Let's turn those frowns upside down. Okay, what'd you pick? The classic farce The Man Who Came to Dinner is about an annoying house guest forced to stay with the stars because he injured himself.
Why is injured underlined?
Well, let's call it Plan B.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of 8.
Here's one for you. Mental blockbuster. Jimmy, don't you have anywhere to be?
No, dude, I'm here. I'm a special guest. Hey, are you gonna finish the sandwich?
No, you can have it.
Thanks.
It's like a day old.
There's no mayonnaise on there, is there? Doesn't matter. It's good. It's good. There is mayonnaise.
Let's do another question.
Special guest.
Go ahead and read this one.
Which of these appropriately titled movies includes an acting appearance by me, Jimmy Fallon? Oh, I like that this was in first person. Failure to Launch, Almost Famous, Super Bad, or The 40-Year-Old Virgin?
So, what'd you pick?
I'm very proud of my work in the movie Almost Famous. Hey, Almost Famous. Just like you, Cookie.
Yeah, that's funny.
I mean, compared to me.
Right.
I'm Jimmy Fallon.
You know, you're famous. I get it. I call this one
hosting etiquette. You know, Cookie, from one host to another, I feel like you could learn a little something from the world of parasites.
What?
Here. I brought this question to illustrate my point.
Oh, that's odd. If Jimmy Fallon were an emerald cockroach wasp, and I wanted to be a good host to him, what should I let him do? Suck on my skin, live in my rectum, lay eggs in my abdomen, or drill through my brain? Who picked what?
No, but I would appreciate the offer. Emerald cockroach wasps are the type of parasite that turn their host into a zombie and then fill their bellies with wasp eggs.
Is that a threat?
You know it is, you sick son of a...
You want some of this?
Yeah, I do want some of this. Ow, ow.
Hey! You're at my home!
Okay, I think... Is there blood? Is there blood?
Oh, you're not going to be able to do your show for 2 weeks.
Call my lawyer.
You know what? We gotta move on.
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Let's try...
In sync? Oh, come on! This better not be about Justin! Don't you ever bring Justin into this picture, man! You understand me? Cookie!
What is your thing with him? I don't even know the guy!
Cookie, I think there's only one way to resolve this tension between us.
You mean, like, kiss?
Read a question together.
Oh, sorry, I was way off.
Which of these kitchen utensils is also a move in synchronized swimming?
Lemon squeezer, egg beater,
honey dipper, or wooden spoon?
So who got it?
Incorrect.
Wrong! To hold their upper half above water.
Synchronized swimmers kick their legs like egg beaters.
Speaking of treading water, don't you feel this?
No,
this bit?
I get it. This isn't working. I'm very, very sorry.
I appreciate it.
But I'm
Thank you.
gonna have to ask you to leave. Cookie.
What?
You gotta go. Sorry. Security?
This is my...
This is Bill. This is Bill. He'll take you right out.
You brought your security
it's okay. He'll
to
take
my
you right
studio?
Out. He'll take the cuffs off once you get in the car.
Get your hands off of me!
I'm gonna do the jack attack.
Get your... No! No, you're not.
Hey, before you leave, how do I do this? You say like, welcome to the jack. Welcome to the jack attack.
Will they uncuff me after I tell you?
Let me just, you don't need to be uncuffed, just talk.
All right, it's uncomfortable, but okay. Welcome to the jack. Ah, I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue.
All the single letters. Pick the single letter answers that fit. Good luck.
Player 3 wins!
What a rush. Thank you for having me, Cookie. You are the best. Now I'm gonna hop on my motorcycle and get out of here.
Wow. I think I'm gonna miss him.
Goodbye, Cookie!
Bye, Jimmy.
I'm outside in the parking lot. Can you hear me?
Yeah!
Love you, man. By the way, I gave you a fake email. That's not my real email.
I know!
Okay.
I never believed it was real. Bye, Jimmy.
You don't know Jack! You don't know Jack! Oldies Radio!
Schmitty here, host of You Don't Know Jack Oldies Radio. Coming out.
Binge Pipe is ignoring our lawyers and presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe. Eat local. Watch anything.
I'm Cookie Masterson, and I have no idea why they call them boyfriend jeans. These things are way too tight on me. You're all playing the same game, but each of you is unique and beautiful in bizarre ways. Let's forge ahead.
Time for question 1.
First question. Winner, winner, chicken dancer. Say I want to tell someone to take the Greek L. What shape should I make on my forehead while dancing around like a doof? A sideways W, an upside down V, a backwards 3, or a lopsided triangle? Okay, who chose what? You can't see it, but I'm stomping around and kicking my legs in the air. Aren't you humiliated? Okay, nobody guessed it. Let's skip ahead. The Greek equivalent of L, lambda, is represented by an upside-down V shape. The ancient Greeks actually had a fun victory dance of their own. They would take their conquered foes, stick them inside a hollow bronze bull statue placed over a bonfire until they were slowly baked alive from within. Hilarious.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's known as casual dining for the enlightened mind. I just had lunch at the Philosopher Cafe. It's like an Applebee's if Applebee's made you confront your own mortality. Which appetizer pays tribute to the father of existentialism? A thrice-baked Play-Doh potato, a Kant croissant with beef drizzles, a farmyard flatbread with Kierkegaard Swiss chard, or a cheese-blasted Hobbs corn on the cobs? What'd you guys pick? Truth is subjective, but you're definitely wrong. Soren Kierkegaard is known as the father of existentialism because he gave birth to the concept with his brain, you know, like fathers do.
Why don't we do it with free?
Coming up, grind it like Beckham and get out your dollar bills because it's time for a dis or dat. I'm gonna read 7 names, and for each I want you to tell me if it's an English football club that plays in the Premier League or a male strip club. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between an English football club or a male strip club. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Here it comes. Man City. Crystal Palace. Club Boomerang.
Binge Pipe welcomes you to a world of menu screens.
With over 24 million weekly viewers, Jeopardy is America's premier quiz show. Challenge yourself with over 2,000 original clues and master brain-bending categories across multiple rounds. Make your way to the final Jeopardy and show off your wagering strategy. Discover new modes, including family mode, accessible to all ages. Climb the leaderboards by stacking up your wins and keep your skills sharp by taking on the daily challenge.